Grab your copies of Pilates for Athletes and Power Yoga for Athletes below.
Hi friends, Coach Vigue, that's Vogue but with an I. I'm getting tired of saying that. I was working out last night. The gym is closed right now. I think it opens next week. Working out last night with my dumbbells, and I kept thinking, I gotta do some stretches. I didn't feel like it, but then I thought, why don't we do a big stretch video today? Right, Addie? There we are. Look at that special stuff. All right. We got a good spot here. Focus on our breath. In the nose, out the nose. You've been enjoying training with me. Please check in below. The question today, big question. I want you to answer. You can answer now below or when you're done. Is how do I get this stuff off the mat? No. What's your favorite summer song? Favorite song of the summer. I'm going to think about that for myself. I'll let you know at the end of this routine. Okay, let's begin with child's pose. My goodness, Addie, look at this lovely mess. That is a mess. Okay, little Goonies reference there. Good. In the nose, out the nose. We're going to focus really releasing the muscles in our low back, but to do that, we got to, what are you eating? We have to focus on the whole body. I like that. Everything goes. I'm going to brush this off if Addie moves. So child's pose to begin. Don't lick the ground. Okay, stretch it out. Let's sway it back and forth. Breathe in the nose and out the nose. Ta-da! Addie is teleported to another realm. So sway side to side. While you do that, I don't want to edit this out. Every moment's precious. Watch this. Okay. There we are. Don't look at what's on the other side of the mat. So we're stretching. Release it back and forth, kind of drawing a little U, the letter U, with your upper body. Let the knees be nice and wide. As you exhale, let's bring some relief to the low back. And think of this, my friend, as training. A lot of times we don't think flexibility and mobility training is real, real training, but it is essential. Keep your muscles very pliable, the circulation strong, the breath strong. And maybe a lot of you have been sitting a lot lately. So we want to decompress the body and get that off the mat. Good. Back and forth. Keep it going. In the nose, out the nose. Breathe into your front, sides, and back. What did I read? Okay. Sometimes I can't read my writing. I write late at night. It makes perfect sense at about 1 in the morning. And then at 11 a.m., well, yeah, it looks like a doctor's signature. 2 more breaths. Oh, that's lovely. Good. How's that back feeling? I like to start a lot of these stretch videos and routines with the old child's pose. I'm going to turn now because Addie has gone to the woodland realm. All right, come on down. Long cobra. As always, you have the control over these stretches. We're doing it together, but make the necessary adjustments so it works for you. Take the hands, extend the arms forward, take the hands down, and then press into the palms. Let's lift up, drop the shoulders. A nice long cobra. You can lift your legs off the mat. I'm lifting mine up a little bit because there's some nature back there. You can also walk the hands closer, but let your shoulders relax. See this? Oh. I say it a lot, but that can save your life right there. So you're not spending your life with really tense shoulders and tense neck and upper body. Keep it loose. Take the wear and tear off the body. There we are. 5 more breaths. So we're focusing on a nice little lift with the inhale and then stretch with the exhale. Very good. Nice big lift in the chest. Even in this position, think of opening your chest. Low pine cone. Favorite summer song? I have 2 in mind right now. They are competing for space in my head. Okay, release down. Feel that nice stretch. Actually, give yourself a stretch here. Reach the arms forward. never knock this stretch here. Anything to elongate and decompress the body and spine is going to give you something good now and perhaps for a long time to come. Keep the body stretched out. Okay, now that's good. Child's pose again, or if you want to go a little further, we have puppy pose. Puppy pose. You tuck in the shirt, you breathe in, you got the deep breath going. Puppy pose is this. You can have your chin or your face down to the mat. Rather provocative at times. Relax your shoulders. Let's do 5 breaths right here. Get that natural curve in the spine. Oh. Good. Relax into it. Breathe into it. You're getting some massive stretch on your back and on your spine. This can be a lifesaver here for opening up the back if you're feeling compressed and tight. You know, my low back this morning was feeling a little tender from swinging the weights around last night. I was doing a lot of shoulder stuff, so front raises and rear raises and squats, so a lot of stuff with the low back. I did some pull-ups. Good stuff, but we got to come in and lengthen. Got to come in and realign. All right. Whew. Now, one of our favorites, pigeon pose. Bring the right knee forward, slide the left leg back. Hands down. You may have done some of these before, but I promise you, and I challenge you can always find something new in each pose. I like to add little variations, of course, but you always add a little nuance to it, some extra breath, a little more movement, better alignment. Bring this foot as far forward as you can, slide the other leg back. Sometimes that's missing is this extension back, which really stretches your hip flexor and your low back. All right, sit up nice and tall. Drop the shoulders, open the chest. 5 breaths. I like to call this a proud pigeon. Pigeons are a very proud bird. Bring in the breath, send in the breath. That's right. You can drop the head back a little bit too, getting that nice openness in the chest. I challenge you also to focus on a lot of back bends throughout the day, so you open up the body instead of just hinging forward all the time. I know I've seen classes or videos where it's all hinging and it drives me crazy. You got to open up the body. You can't just hinge forward. You're going to wreck your breathing and your posture. Good. I'm sinking down as I lift up. Man, that's a big cloud. Ooh, it's like a Super Mario Brothers 3 cloud. Why was that tough to say? All right. Now, I want you to cross your arms here. I want you to sway back and forth. You'll see this as a theme a lot with me, with Coach Vigue. I don't even know my real name. I just coach. C Coach. I like the little sway back and forth. It loosens up the back. It releases the pose and allows you to sink into it more, so you're not feeling all tight and rigid. 3 more breaths. Massaging this hip, this glute right here. Well, right back there. There it is. Even focus on what your face is doing. You clenching the face, relax. These little things over time can be massive problems if you're not even aware of them. All right. Back by popular demand, mermaid or merman. Come up. Look at this. We bend. Get out of it. We bend the legs, and then we either hand down or forearm extend. 5 breaths. You can reach back also, getting that extra. What was that? Getting that extra twist, or that lift rather. There we are. Are we alone here? Addie always guards the set, so if she barks, look out. Here comes a herd of elk rumbling through the set. Good. Up and back, up and back. You feel that? Well, obviously, hope you feel something. But this stretch right here, this lift, this is power, my friends. This is opening up your breath and your capacity for breathing. Okay, now bring it back. Let's do pigeon other side. Other leg comes forward. Okay, slide that leg back. It's one of the, well, I think it's a perk of filming out in the woods. Sometimes we get little visits from our woodland friends. Bring this leg forward if you're able. We're here. Focus on sliding that leg back, sinking down and lifting up. So we have a lot to occupy our minds and bodies here. Lifting up, sliding that leg back, and sinking down into that stretch. Good. Keep it loose in the shoulders. 3 more breaths. In the nose and out the nose. You're lifting up, but your shoulders are down. That might not make any sense at first, but it's true. Shoulders down, lift up. Good. I always feel that little tightness right back here. It's something that I've had off and on for about 15 years. Of course, when I stretch like this, it does balance it back out. I feel the circulation happening. I feel the blood flowing. Ever have those moments while you're stretching? You just have a thought. I had a flashback. Anyway, with my dad, and we were in Huntington Beach, California. Flashback. Okay, come on down, cross the arms, however you like, and then back and forth. There's always a method to this. There's a purpose. We're going back and forth. We're smushing this down. We're stretching this, and also we're releasing. We're releasing. I can't speak for anyone other than myself, but I know that sometimes we're not aware we're holding things in a certain way. We're rigid and we think it's normal. And it, as I said, it builds, it snowballs into something bad after a while. Same with emotions in your mind. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Or is it? It all goes together, doesn't it? Deep breathing. Let's do 2 more breaths. Good. We're getting some movement in here. Lots of good movement. This would be fantastic to do after some weight training, some CrossFit, powerlifting. After a run, a bike ride. Any spelunkers out there? Do it after spelunking. Any thrashers? I used to skateboard like a fiend. So this would have been good after a lot of ollies and launch ramp action. All right, so we have the merman, mermaid, Zoolander. Okay, mermaid. It's Billy Zane. It's a cool dude. He's trying to help you out. Reach this arm up and back. So I mean, there's this. This is okay, but then there's that. It's kind of like eat this, not that. Reach up and back. So we have some nice conflicting stretching here. We have opposition going on. Good. Up and back, up and back. Let's do 3 more breaths. Sometimes a stretch or a pose it's an adventure too. You start off and you have a certain interpretation of it, feeling of it, and then after a few breaths, that can all change. Like starting the first sentence of a book, then by the 2nd chapter, I'm like, oh man, now it's really moving. I'm glad I kept at it. I guess don't judge a stretch by its cover. Yeah, right up and back. Ooh, okay, come on over. Let's shake out the arms and the legs. While you're doing that, let me remove that pine cone. That was going to get me there. All right, keep it loose. Keep it loose. All right, child's pose or puppy pose once again. You know, I kept that in the back of my mind. That puppy pose was a godsend on my back. So here, or press it all the way back. 5 breaths. Relax the armpits down. Think of the armpits sinking down into the mat. Two more breaths. Releasing and renewing. Come on, we want to youthen that body. Putting the polish on, making it shine, making it flexible, so you can enjoy athletics, your lifting, any activity or sport that you do. Okay. Come on up. I got a little new variation here. I call it what do I call this one? A turning lunge? Let's call it that. So I want you to come this direction here. There's my hip is open, this knee is down here. It's your nose. Now I want you to bring the elbow here, or take the arms out and open. So we're using this arm to open this hip, getting a stretch here. Definitely belongs in the pigeon mermaid family. 5 breaths. Pull that belly button in as you exhale. Ta-da! We got magic to do. Okay. Little Pippin there. Yeah, I did Pippin. I did the show once. I played Lewis. It's a musical by Stephen Schwartz. It was great because I got to run around shirtless all the time. Love that. And I had a sword. That's right. My former life in professional theater. Good. We're opening that hip. Definitely challenging the core here. Oh, yes. And let's go into gate pose right here. Stretch this leg out. We're square to the front. And then hand here, up and over. Good. Every time you exhale, let's pull that belly button in. But on the inhales, I want to see this right here. Oh, Coach V got a pooch, and then it pulls back in. But you want that breath flowing. Don't hold your breath. You're just handicapping what you can do in this stretch. 2 more breaths. And also take this hand all the way down. Ooh, that's something. Okay. Oh, let's do that lunge variation on the other side. You still with me? Good. These flows, they meander, they move, they come in waves. Here we are. So we're open. Okay. There we are. 5 breaths. Ta-da! Have to listen to Pippin later. It's good. I met Stephen Schwartz once. I was doing Children of Eden at Seaside Music Theater, which is now not there anymore. It's in Daytona Beach, Florida. And Stephen Schwartz came to see the show. That was fun. I don't remember a lot from theater. It was pretty wild. Over 10 years of that. Good. Open this hip. This arm can go back. Look at this. We got an extra opening right here in the chest. 1 more breath. Oh, fantastic. Whew. Gate pose. Let's fasten ourselves. Tuck in the shirt. It's cool. Here, or bring the hand down. 5 breaths. Also, when I film most of these flows, and especially these stretching routines, I have no idea how long they are. I don't care about duration. You know, you're in the moment. You're invested in each breath. It's a lovely thing. You got this time here. You're on your mat. Focus on your breath, on yourself, on improving yourself, on letting all the junk go, the distractions, the mental part of it. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, sit down on the heels or sitting cross-legged. It's Coach Vigue favorite here. Shoulder rolls, lift up. Exhale, drop them back. I don't know about you, but my mood heightens. It elevates when I get those shoulders nice and loose. When I know there's a way out. If I'm feeling tight, there's a way out. You don't have to live that way. And it comes. The tightness comes. The imbalances come. It happens to everybody. It does not happen to just a select amount of people. It's everybody. But there's always a way to move through it. Learn from it. Get better. One more time. Lift and lower. Let's do 2 more poses here. 2 more stretches. 2 more experiences. So I'm not including this one, but bring the knees in the chest. Rock it side to side. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. We're breathing. We're thinking about our favorite summer songs. Funny, I think of In Excess when I think of summer a lot. I'm not going to include that, but New Sensation, Guns in the Sky, Kick. I think because I played tennis in high school. I remember listening to a lot of In Excess and REM too when I played tennis. I had glasses then, so I'd be wiping my eyes all the time because of the sweat. Okay. Now, figure 4 stretch. Just heard everyone cheer out there. Right ankle, left thigh, arm in between, and pull. Use this elbow to open up the hip. Head can be down or up. Feel free to rock side to side. Don't worry, I'm a trained professional. If not, I would be right down that hill. Do you like my green screen today? Isn't that lovely? Can superimpose a Star Destroyer on there, or the Enterprise. The ships from Independence Day, a good summer movie. All right, pulling in. We're pulling in. We're getting this stretch in the glute. Anybody doing this with me? Is this your first time doing these kinds of stretches? Have you ever stretched before? Anyone? Let me know. Give me some feedback. Because this can really be a revelation. All right, let's add a twist. Cross this right leg over and drop. There we go. Okay. And upper body goes to the other side. 5 breaths. We're lengthening and twisting. Lengthening and twist. That's the international sign there. Lengthening and twisting. I'm going to look right over here. Addies. What are you doing? Good. I want Addie to come over more often. I did a video a couple weeks ago, and Addie came over and just sat next to me. I know I got a lot of good comments on it, but I loved it. Addie hasn't done that in a while. She kind of stays behind the camera. And I usually get more comments about her than anything. Good. Relax. Summer songs. Summer Nights by Van Halen. Summer Lovin' from Grease. Okay, figure 4, other side. Let's do it. Pull in. Elbow into the leg. Swaying back and forth. Deep breathing. Taking that time. There it is. It's so neat. My breathing, my inhales especially, have opened up so much more now. When I walked out here to this spot, my breath felt a little shallow, which doesn't help anybody. But now they're deep breathing. It's like filling up the balloon, filling up the entire balloon, not just half of it. All right, let's twist it. Leg over, gently, gently. Remember, you're in control. Something doesn't feel right, leave it out. Listen to your body. All right, other side, 5 breaths. Live, baby, live. Got In Excess in my head now. 3 more breaths. That's right, my friend. We do this together. Expand everything we have. Because our bodies don't really do it on their own. You gotta actively go in and do it. Make it the habit, make it essential. And you'll definitely save yourself a lot of trouble later on. Okay. Last stretch, promise, last stretch. If you're still out there, God bless you. All right, knees into the chest like we did before, or the more advanced option is called plow, either P-L-O-W or P-L-O-U-G-H. You choose. Okay. Using the core, bring the legs up and over. I haven't done this in a while. Let me wipe I got a little itch, but don't worry, I'm using my forearm. Hands on the lower back. And we come down. You could also drop the arms or take the arms overhead. As I said earlier, I'm a little tight in the lower back, so I'm going to work my way into it. Let's do 7 breaths, either pose. The voice goes up.
Good. A little stretching here. You get a chance to really experience your body responding in real time here. Feel the hamstrings kind of giving a little press back. You feel the low back, lumbar area of your back responding. Keep your neck loose, keep your face soft, keep your breath strong. Woo, even the calves. Yeah, the stretch brings it out. Shows you where it is, where you need to work. Woo, shake it a little bit, that's good. Mental note to do this again tonight. Oh, there it is. 2 more breaths. You can always hang out longer if you like. You're the one ultimately in control of this. Oh, all right. You can stay in either one or bring the legs up. We have a little special add-on here, extra credit. This is called shoulder stand. I used to teach yoga to the kids at the Montessori school in Celebration, Florida. A couple of years of that. And I called this the candle. So your big toes, that's the wick. This is one of their favorites. This and the archer pose because they got to shoot arrows at everybody. 3 more breaths. That's a whole, yeah. Could write a whole book about just teaching there. That was neat. Okay, my friends. Bend the knees. Let's slowly, very slowly come down. Whew, no rush. Take a couple deep breaths right here. I call this the napping tortoise. Okay. Good. Fingers and toes are loose. We're breathing. Clouds are rolling by. All right. Coach Vigue, my friends. What a pleasure to stretch with you. Leave your comments below, requests, feedback, check in. Hope you enjoyed that. And let me know your favorite summer song. Now, I'm going to tell you, I got 2. I got 2 that I'm thinking of. The runner-up would be Summer Wind, sung, of course, by Frank Sinatra. The summer wind came rolling, and that's the runner-up. And I think my favorite summer song is, I believe it's called Summer Song by Chad and Jeremy. It is absolutely breathtaking. Look up Chad and Jeremy Summer Song, I believe. Trees swaying in the summer. Da, 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 da. Hey, it's Coach Vigue again. You remember me? Let me tell you something. If you enjoyed this video, I have a free gift just for you. It's one of my most popular members-only videos from the brand new Sean Vigue Fitness app. Now, all you have to do is click the link below, either in the About section or the pinned comment. It'll take you to another page. You put in your email, and boom, that video will be sent to you right away. Ooh.